Penis.
Okay, hello. Welcome to a mini episode of Met Podductions. I am the overreactive host, Met. I'm here with Lego. That's his name.
Yeah, that's my name.
And then we have Scarab, the Yu Koito fan.
Damn right.
Scarab. I mean,
Okay.
Matt, this podcast is not named Met Productions. That
I
is
mean-
not the name. No, stop.
Yeah, that's the name.
Stupid. No, it's good though. Okay.
Yeah.
So
All right. We're on this mini podcast. Since nobody else from the original podcast area, we're just going to take a break from sort of our usual style, I guess, and we're just going to talk about two shows for now. The first of the two shows is My Hero Academia. Who wants to start?
Okay, Lego, you take it.
Honestly, My Hero Academia used to be my favorite anime of all time. I saw it as a flawless show with literally nothing wrong with it. Now I say was, because low-key I think it's mid now. I'm gonna be real. It's a good shonen. I respect it for what was it, condensing a lot. But it has so many flaws. Would you like to list some of the flaws?
Do I?
Here
Let's
we
go in order, shall
Let's-
we?
All right,
Season 1. Oh, season 1. That's a rough one. It's
Season
too
1
short
is-
for its own good.
Season 1 was
That's
charming,
the
though.
main.
Wasn't it 25 episodes?
My
was
brother
13
in Christ, he was
episodes.
13. Okay, no, hot
Yeah.
take. Season 1 is mi favorito season. Is my favorite.
That's
season.
where
Okay,
This
like
is
here,
where
divider comes in.
this is where the
Okay,
fun begins.
hear me out. Okay, season 1 has like the most homey feel to it. If that makes sense. It feels slice of lifey, and I really like that. Like, I think the characterization for each character is on point. Like, Bakugo's an asshole. Deku's still a little shit nerd, and Ochako. I mean, like everyone's on point. I don't think there's like a bad part about season 1. Just to, my personal taste. Also it has my favorite fight in the entire show, not counting any of the movies.
Which is
All Might
the
versus
show?
Nomu fight.
Which is the fight?
It's the All Might versus Nomu fight. I think
Okay,
that's
that That is a good fight. I agree with
That's
that.
a fantastic
That's a great fight. I do agree with most of season 1. I think it's good. And I forgot. I thought season 1 was 25 episodes and season 2 was 13. But yeah,
Nope.
yeah, but All Might versus Nomu is definitely a based in red pilled fight because it's just fun. It's cool. It's inspired a lot of shit, including a TF2 parody, which makes me like the fight even more. So
also the voice acting was peak in season 1. Don't at me. Well, okay. For most characters, I think Eraser had the best voice in season 1. President Mike had the best voice in season 1. Ochako's voice was really good in season 1 too.
yeah, voice actor's like 40 or something.
Well, damn. Okay.
I think that's cool. She pulls off a good teenager.
Deku, I will admit though, was a little flat in season 1. He gets better though.
Yeah, I actually agree that the dub is better for most characters. I think All Might has a better subbed voice.
Debatable. Very debatable.
I mean, okay, I listen. I don't know. I just think his voice is definitely better. It's also because he voices Cocytus in the sub of Overlord, and Cocytus is my favorite Overlord minion, Overlord Floor Guardian. So yeah, I just love his sub voice. His dub voice isn't bad, but I love his sub voice.
I think his sub voice is generic.
Yeah, well, so like you said, like the season 1 characterization is good. You named 3 characters.
Okay, shut up. Only like
I think season 1 sets up the series' greatest flaw, which is a lack of characterization for the majority of its characters.
Okay, but like
poor Tokuyami gets the shaft.
I think it brings on too many characters too fast with not enough time to flesh them out, especially for 13 episode season 1. You can't introduce a class of like 20 characters.
That is
Expect them all to get something, which most of them don't.
my face when Koda still hasn't had an arc, and like
She doesn't deserve an arc, and that's another thing. some of the characters are just so boring. Like,
That's
you
true.
can't have these. They're filler characters. It's just to flesh out the class more.
I mean,
But
you
it
gotta have
doesn't
your side
work.
characters.
I like Hagakure. That's like the one filler character. Like, one of the
Yeah, she's always there. You
Listen,
just gotta know.
I like Tokoyami. Tokoyami is my favorite Class 1A student, mainly because he's just really cool.
He's okay.
He's
He's there.
awesome.
My favorite is still Jiro.
I mean,
That's
Jiro's
true.
good. I mean,
And, Ochako's the goat for me, honestly.
listen, I like Mina.
Mina's cool. I like Mina. She doesn't get enough screen time, but like,
Another thing is like, I like how they introduced the whole thing of like All for One and how Deku gets his power transferred down. But I think they dwell too much on certain areas.
bro, they flash back to now it's you too can become a hero like 50,000 times in the show. I find it
Well,
very
and also like, there's certain parts like that one training fight. I think they spend way too much time on that. Like what? Like 2 episodes out of 13 just for a single fight that doesn't do much in the way of characterization.
Which fight was that?
Besides showing that Deku is at least semi-competent.
Oh, the
I
one with the
know.
robots.
No, it's the Bakugo and Deku training fight with Ochako and Tina.
I thought that was really cool. I still
yes, that one.
maybe it's nostalgia. Maybe it's nostalgia, but I
think
really like
it's
that
too
scene.
dragged on. Mainly because, 1, the overuse of flashbacks, and 2, Deku talks too much.
I mean, okay, they could have condensed it into one episode, but like, it was cool though.
It was
mean,
cool.
Deku-
Bakugo just exploding an entire building. Like that's pretty cool. He has like the coolest quirk in the entire show, in my opinion.
I think Tokoyami, but I'm
Just
just
bro.
biased. Also, but like when Deku in that fight, when Deku did that like uppercut, it broke a hole through the ceiling. That was awesome.
True. Also, Ochako it was
Self-sacrifice play. It makes sense for his character later on.
Yeah, and then you got the meme, and then you have that meme of her hugging stuff.
Because throughout, like, season 1, 2, and 3, he is the self-sacrifice character. Like,
He does
that's kind of who he is. And then season 4, they change it, which is why I like that. Season 4 a lot.
Wait.
Yeah. Well, what
Okay,
about season 2?
Also, wait, real quick though. I want to say there are a lot of scenes in season 1 that like still wow me. Like Deku punching the giant robot during entrance exams. That's cool. The Nomu
That was
fight still
cool.
wows me. And you know the finale
Again,
of
self-sacrifice.
like there are a lot of moments in season 1 and in season 2 to an extent that really wow me, and I don't really get in later seasons.
And one more thing about season 1. USJ fight? What a piss poor way to introduce your main villain.
That is true. Okay, but like Eraserhead though. Eraserhead was so cool.
He was
They
cool.
got the shit beat out of him.
And then, like, Kurogiro was more of a villain than Shigaraki was.
I mean, Shigaraki's hot, so we can excuse him.
Oh, let's not talk about that.
Yeah, I'm just saying that he's the hottest character in the show.
No, that's just, like, yay, the main villain appears literally out of nowhere and does basically nothing.
I mean, he like held his hand out to Deku, and then Eraserhead looked at him, and nothing happened. I mean, at least it's he gave Deku.
That was Froppy. No, he did that with Froppy. Like
I haven't watched season 1 in a long time.
I like the part where Shigaraki gets shot. That was fun.
Oh yeah, and Snipe could have ended the show or made the show a lot lesser.
His whole quirk is like he can control bullets. Couldn't aim for the head. Like goddamn.
Maybe he got distracted.
Bruh.
Distracted by what?
Alright.
Anything. There were like 100 villains there.
Season 2. What's this season 2 though?
Season 2? Oh, we start with my favorite arc.
Is this the sports festival?
Sports festival.
Oh wait, we didn't even talk about like the openings. Yeah.
The opening's not. Peace sign is amazing. Yes.
Okay, but the day is so good.
The day is fine. It has good parts, but I think overall it's just okay.
Also, Heroes, the ending for season 1 is my favorite.
I haven't listened to any of the endings.
I need a hero.
Don't, no, please don't.
It's not a song. No, but season 2, peace sign. Go to intro. But like, I can't believe you don't like the sports festival arc, Hero. Like, goddamn.
I think it's like a 7 to a 6.
I mean, that just also shows how good the show is. I really liked it. I thought some parts of it were kind of, they didn't really make too much sense. Not really make sense. They just felt a little bit like out
I
of place,
thought
I guess. Like the running
for
part.
an arc that's purely about these like classmates using their quirks against each other, it was particularly underwhelming in the action department.
I
That
mean,
is
okay,
true.
but Kirishima versus Tetsu was pretty cool.
That was a comedy bit that they cut off halfway through. I don't like that they did that.
Literally. Okay, but no, let's start off with the obstacle course race.
That's probably the second coolest part about it.
That is my favorite fucking scene in the entire show. Deku piling on a bunch of explosives and propelling himself and winning that fucking race. That is the coolest fucking scene. That's peak Deku in my opinion. Peak
I
Deku.
like
But-
that they made him win in a way that made sense.
Yeah, I mean, it did make sense. But
And he didn't have to break any limbs in the process.
yeah,
True. Also, something that I very much miss about old Deku, like you can see in this fight, he uses his ingenuity instead of his strength. Well, and I fucking think that's awesome. I think that's what Deku should be. He
Uses
should
his
use his
brain.
fucking brain. Yeah, because Deku's a smart person. And like later on in like season fucking 5, where he rushes in head first, is like, oh, I'll use myself as a distraction, guys. I think that's goofy. That's so
Dumb.
goofy.
Dumb.
Yes. Then you have what is it? The cavalry battle. I think that was cool. The 1B,
Okay,
1B.
Probably the coolest
I mean,
part.
it gave Best Boy some screen time. Tokoyami.
I like that actually they made use of Tokoyami. That was cool. I like how they gave him characterization in a proper way. The
Monoma.
fighting was cool. A great introduction, I'd say, of Class B. That
One-
was a really 1B. That was a great introduction to them. Not all of them, but the main
Monoma
characters.
stole the show.
I
Monoma
don't
was
like
great.
Monoma. I think he's annoying.
Bro,
I love him. He's
Shut
very
up.
expressive.
Monoma's such a fun character.
So
When
is
he-
I don't think that's gonna hold.
Kendo. Kendo too.
And no, yeah, but she didn't do much in the cavalry battle.
Oh yeah, no, she didn't do really anything.
I feel like they should have given her some more screen time. Her quirk would be really useful in that. Imagine how big
I like
she could block a ton of
That's-
incoming damage with her
I just
hands.
want to point out, Setsuno would have fucking literally dominated if she, could use her quirk, but apparently she couldn't. I don't know why, but like
Which one is
Setsuno
that?
can. The lizard girl.
Lizard.
Oh, yeah, her. Yes, he could have.
No, I like that they kind of also defied death expectations here. Also, you're echoing, Liam.
Oh my bad.
I like how they defied kind of the expectation by making it so he didn't win. He only just came out in those top people in like those top
Just
groups
barely,
because of Tokoyami.
Yeah, because Tokoyami stole one of those bands. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
and I like that he didn't win the cavalry battle, but they still made it.
Yeah, they
Mhm.
still just barely made it. Okay, that's just sort of like a subversion of expectations, which I do think.
Yeah, I like that they do that about round 1 and round 2. Round
Also-
3, well, not rounds, but like in the whole match.
Game 3.
one with the-
3.
Yeah, the game 1, game 2. Then game 3 is where I draw a lot of the problems.
Okay,
I mean,
first
Ida
fight-
was done dirty.
No, the way Ida was.
I think the one-on-one fights have a severe problem of being way too short and way too underdeveloped.
Okay.
Except for 2 exceptions. Two.
Okay,
2
real-
villains.
My favorite fight in the what is it? In the third match, right? Or third round, whatever.
Nerd
You
game.
see Chaco versus Bakugo. Thinking about it more, I like Shinso versus Deku more. That's such a more interesting fight to me nowadays.
I like Shinso's kind of proposition of you don't really think about the people who have quirks that don't really work as flashy or strong and out there as something like Deku. Like Shinso basically had a villain's quirk,
That is true.
and he was almost pushed to the side because of that, because his quirk wasn't flashy, and it wasn't like something you would think of a hero using.
I mean, that is fair. And I mean, Deku did I'm not sure if it was considered an ass pull, but he did kind of like break out of it and Like how
Because
exactly
he
did
saw the past holders.
But why does that make why does that break him free?
Because
It was kind of a trigger.
No, I know why. Because Shinso clears his mind. It's somewhat explained in season 5. Shinso clears his mind when he brainwashes him, and then he can see all the past users or see them more clearly. I think something like that.
Understandable.
No, also the music in that fight is so good. Oh my God.
Now let's roll down the list. Kaminari versus Ibana.
That
wasn't really a fight.
It was just one-sided.
That was just an L. That was just an L for Kaminari.
Yo, God, you want to talk about L's? Let's talk about freaking Todoroki.
Yeah.
Sero too.
Poor Sero. Poor Sero.
The poor guy just got
So
screwed.
close. He was so close. Like
you tried. You tried.
Imagine if he actually won. That would have been really That would have been such a subversion of expectations.
Hatsume versus Ida wasn't even a fight either.
It was just
it fits in with Hatsume's character, but it wasn't entertaining.
That was just an ad. It was just an ad.
Yeah, it was just an ad. It was like you saw the arc for an ad.
Bakugo versus Ochako. I like that fight.
I thought was very not entertaining, but the actual meaning behind it, yeah, I'll give it that. It was a subversion of expectations.
I did actually. I thought it was pretty clever. I mean,
I like. Again, said this multiple times before. But how Bakugo is showing respect by not holding back on Uraraka because he recognizes her strength.
But he's also his full.
What else was there? Tokiyami versus Momo. Rip Bozo.
The Momo more like crippling.
Momo more like crippling self-doubt and also not really a good character.
Money and boobs. That's the only thing that she has.
Oh, of course you look at her chest.
I mean, I'm more looking at her hair. She does have very beautiful hair.
What else was there? So many fights. The Tetsu versus Kirishima was just a one-off gag. They didn't even do much with it.
And then they arm wrestled.
That was funny. I like that. Knight just freaking dies.
And then Bakugo.
The sportsmanship.
Bakugo versus fucking Kirishima. He went wild.
It was cool because Kirishima wailed on them. That was cool.
Wildin'.
Bakugo was always fun to watch fight.
I don't remember Bakugo versus
Bakugo's always the most fun to watch.
Yeah.
What else? And then obviously Tokiyami versus Bakugo was pretty cool as well. Yeah. Bad match for Tokiyami.
Yeah, poor guy.
No.
Ida versus Todoroki was really cool. I like seeing Ida fight. He's really interesting.
Yeah, he's cool.
His animation gets really cool when he fights too. That's what
Ida's really cool. When he is in the sidelines.
Who else was there? Specifically avoiding a few. Ida versus Ibara. That wasn't really a fight either.
Yeah.
And it was mostly
Mina versus what's his face? Aoyama wasn't really a fight either. These aren't fights. Mina versus Tokiyami wasn't a fight.
I mean, yeah.
I have been specifically avoiding 2 of them, trying to think if I missed any.
Which 2?
Let's talk
about the second best fight. Bakugo versus Todoroki. That was actually a fight. Really interesting use of their powers. I love first time you get to see it. Howitzer Impact is his coolest move.
Yes.
Howitzer Impact!
The first time you get to see it.
It's badass.
Yeah, that is true. It is very short.
I like the use. I like Todoroki using his ice really strategically.
And Bakugo's pissed that he won.
Them getting thrown around the arena was really cool. They really made use of that wide open area.
Oh, real quick. This is a little unrelated, but Juzo could have been entered into the finals,
and he would have won.
Yeah, I'm really annoyed.
Dirty.
They did
because he literally would have just dragged everyone underground and drowned them.
I mean, also, most of the students in the matches were class 1A.
Yep.
Yeah, obviously. That's just a granted.
I wish they were more class 1B.
Yeah, that was because Bakugo got Andri that, 1B tried to 1-up him. So
yeah, but also, why did Kaminari... I mean, some of the fights, it could have shortened, Mina versus Aoyama. It could have been Aoyama versus a class 1B student, or Mina versus a class 1B student, but it has to just be, most of the...
It's 1A on 1A,
I mean, I get some 1A on 1A, but, why not have more... No.
Talk about the main and best fight in that arc, and probably the second best fight in season 2. which is Todoroki versus Deku.
That was kind of a given.
that was
breaking his broken fingers.
It's
that was
first of
painful to
all
watch.
great animation. The actual tone of the fight is consistent. The actual fighting that's happening is really interesting to watch. It's a lot more involved than all of the other fights because they're actually trying.
Yeah.
The dialogue is like that's probably one of Deku's best dialogue moments, as in like fighting, because usually he talks too much. Usually he talks too much and weighs down fights, but this actually enhanced it.
Mm-hmm.
And that final part, where there's just the arena-wide explosion, that's when the animation gets really cool.
This was the last good use of Yusei Run, in my opinion. Like, you know,
well, besides a certain something that we'll get to at
in
the
the
end.
show. In the show.
In the
yeah.
canon.
Besides
In
a
the
certain
canon.
something.
In the canon.
Mm-hmm.
But I think, well, technically canon. But
Deku,
I think overall, it's an arc with a lot of missed opportunity, but the highs are really high.
Yeah.
That is true.
Okay, one last thing. Deku using his cheek and his thumb, I thought that was really clever.
That was really cool.
Uh-huh.
I mean, why doesn't he do like it's rare to see him do stuff like that in the
because he doesn't break his bones anymore. He's a lot more reserved.
No, but he could still do that. I mean, the Air Force. I call them flick fires.
Yeah, but he can't do it off of his cheek because he would break his thumb.
I mean, that's fair.
Because there's no like mechanism for him to do it off his cheek.
Or he'd rip through his cheek.
Now, Stain.
Yes.
The most underutilized villain in the show.
He was really cool arc though. Because like
literally all he stood for was putting his message out there. That's the only reason he's in the show.
I mean, apparently, I think he comes up in the manga, but I'm not sure.
But well, actually, he's gonna show up in season 6 because All Might's gonna have a meeting with him.
Also, the scene where he saved Deku and killed that Nomu was fucking sick.
Yeah, it's cool to see his morals. He has a really morally gray kind of thing going on, but
is he really even a villain?
At least he can be good.
Yeah. Yes. He's murdering heroes because
that alleyway fight was bonkers.
It wasn't my favorite, but it was.
I like how they actually explain how they were able to win because Stain doesn't do good in group matches.
And
he is very much a one-on-one fighter.
Yeah, and Ida using Todoroki to freeze his like engine, that was cool.
And that part when they freaking kick, when Deku punches him in the face and he kicks him in the stomach, the music during that was insane.
Oh, that would have ripped. I'm surprised I didn't rip him in half.
No, I love the part where he grabs the sword and slams it down, but Ida dodges it, and then he freaking knees him into the heavens.
Yeah. And when Ida pulls the knife out of his arm with his teeth, that's
super
badass.
Cool. Like,
I think
super cool to finally see Deku get the hang of his quirk too. I think that's
awesome. I love that because he's not just breaking his bones every time. He can actually fight now. That's
a little bit. And also, the only issue I had with sorry, you go.
His costume is so cool. Like I love his. It's the beta costume, right? That's what it's called.
I think so.
Yeah, I know that's like one of the coolest ones next to like his current one.
I think. I feel. What was I gonna say now? I feel like the only problem I have with that fight is that Deku's blood type is O, and I'm like, really? Come on, really?
Actually, clever. That's clever.
I
mean,
that's a clever explanation of how his quirk works.
I mean, it is, but
blood
like
type. That's actually really clever.
Yeah.
Todoroki
using his fire. That's cool too.
Yeah.
And what is it?
Last arc. Final exams.
Wait, no. And Ida, what is it? This arc is kind of Ida's arc, and this is kind of like
that's cool. I like any Ida character moment.
Also, the other students, like there were some. I liked Froppy's episode. It was kind of.
I liked the Nomus getting incinerated by Endeavor.
No freaking.
Like, there's no holding back. Just kills them.
Shigaraki just Stain was doing his own thing, and Shigaraki's like, "Let me join him and bring out some Kurogiri."
Bring out some friends.
Yeah, and now
what is it? Last arc.
Finally, now.
Yeah.
You forget how cool Bakugo and Deku versus All Might is.
I know, because you get to see All Might just freaking go crazy.
Like, and they're not
holding back.
And like compared to the rest of the show, it isn't muddled down by like a bunch of flashbacks and shit. And I think that's cool.
And also All Might just straight up breaks Deku's spine, but
Christ! Like he just not break, he just hurts it badly. Also,
all the other ones.
Gives him
Yeah.
arthritis.
He's not gonna be a hero for much longer.
He punches Bakugo so hard he throws up. Like, oh my god.
Literally.
And then and I did see this one like title for a scene from that, and it was All Might. Deku smashes All Might, but the Rule
Yeah,
34
yikes,
artist
Crunchyroll.
would've-
Yikes.
Yep, that's
Official Crunchyroll title.
That's an L. That's an L. All the other final exams, Hagakure and Shoji. That was
Kind
really
of unremarkable.
Yours was cool. That was the last.
Yes, I like that Coda. I like George yelled at Coda because Coda's useless.
I mean,
Literally.
and then President Mike just fucking
Because I got
died
scared
from
by bugs, loser.
Also, that was the last Yusei run. Just to point that out. And what is it? The Mineta and Zero. I don't care. It's Mineta.
Yeah, his Minetta's defining moment was just him not being horny.
Literally.
Yeah, and then
Todoroki versus Momo. That was cool. I guess.
I mean, I kind of liked it, and I like how there was an explanation for. I like how it was explained a little bit, like, oh, why did you jump back? Because you felt bad for me? No, it's because I didn't know where Todoroki was.
Yeah, even though that was totally count.
Yeah, Momo crippling self-doubt loser.
Honestly,
I mean, at least her arc is
what is
over.
it? There's what is it? Student Token. All the other ones weren't that memorable. I'm gonna be honest.
I
Like,
know. I like the Tokoyami one. That was cool.
Oh yeah, the Tokoyami one. I think that
Probably
was my
vomited out her
favorite.
own stomach.
And
Oh,
then she had
Chocolate
white
was
liquid
cool.
coming from her mouth, and you know what happens there.
Yeah, the last episode too. Like they go to the
Oh
mall.
yeah, that was really tense. I actually like that. They set that up really well.
I'm so salty about that.
Yeah, but it's a good episode.
Why are you salty?
What does that add though? What does that add? Like what?
It adds a motivation.
I mean, and
Yeah.
there's a meme that I saw, which was when you meet up with your online girlfriend, and she turns out to be a 50-year-old man, and it's a picture of.
No, season 2 was good though. It was good. It's just nothing special.
Season 2 is where the show gets its footing.
Pit stop. First movie.
I liked it. I liked it.
Well, what?
I like the first half.
I like the
What?
whole thing.
Ew, you're gross. You're gross. You're just
Right.
The
Right.
first half was really good.
You know, yeah, it had a nice vibe to it. I liked,
Yeah, it had it felt like a movie. It really did.
And what
And
is
the
it?
second half,
Listen,
Literally.
the final fight was cool though. Double Detroit
it
smash.
was
That was
so
fucking
just
awesome.
it was just noise at that point. Like
But-
it was just white noise. I wasn't really paying
Honestly.
attention.
I mean,
No,
Double
like,
Detroit smash. That was awesome.
That was well animated.
I guess, but who cares?
Also, plot device.
Yeah,
I mean, the villain sucked, but like I thought the final
Yeah,
fight
he
was
did.
awesome.
Why did he have two quirks? Why did All for One care about this random thug?
literally. Also, I just want to point out that scene with what is it, Kirishima and Bakugo, Deku and the others are like, hey, what's that noise over there? And then it's Kirishima and Bakugo killing it on obstacle course. I love that. And then
Yeah, it's a really they introduced characters really well during that scene.
Yeah.
Why was the rest of class 1A there?
We don't know.
For
Well, at
background
least everyone who was actually like a main character, they have explanations.
Hagakure played Uno. What is more epic than that?
A good reason for it to be there. No,
Yeah,
but
that's
like,
fair.
it just climbed a tower for the fucking next hour and a half. That's so goofy.
I mean, I like the
it's
Wreck-It
not-
Ralph
It doesn't
knockoff
feel
guy.
like a movie-worthy plot to just climb a tower.
It's not. Like,
And then there's Mineta scene. Harem.
yeah, I don't. We watched it in dub because we're cool, and
It was just okay. It's not that
yeah,
good.
nothing notable.
First half's good, second half, and also it's not canon, so.
Also, real quick, just the opening for the Stain arc was just okay.
Just awful.
The opening, like, wasn't that bad, right?
I hate that. That's my least favorite opening of the show, besides freaking Mario World.
Damn.
Really? I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Season 3.
Season 3!
I don't
Odd
remember
Future.
Odd Future is weird.
It's okay. I like a cover.
Really
of
good
it.
visuals! Really weird song!
Like, there's a really good cover of it, and that's why.
Auto-tune. Why?
Yeah. First episode was
Ooh, the camp arc. Who?
The camp. Oh, listen, I
This
kind of
is
like
the
the
Can't
camp.
introduce like 50 villains and have the most interesting one get taken out.
literally the most overrated arc ever. Everyone in the
People like
fandom.
it.
Yes, this is one of the most beloved arcs in the fandom.
Muscular fights sucked.
Okay,
Everyone
listen,
loves the most
listen, I have a
fight.
special thing to say about that. I got something that fucking pissed me off about that fight. It ruined it.
Ruined 1,000,000%.
Yeah, why? He should have been sending him to the moon. I mean, we've seen All Might, and if Deku's stronger than All Might, his 100% should knock him back. But why? This is 1,000,000%. That he knocks him back 3 feet and into a wall a little bit. Why doesn't he obliterate him? And later we see what Deku's full 100% can do. Why is 1,000,000% so weak? That should have just been 100%, and 100% before should have been 10%. Like
50.
I think 10, but okay, fine, 50. But
Why
like
didn't
that
run?
fight sucks.
Why did he just run?
It was a really again. This show is really bad with introducing villains.
I mean, I thought
Because again, where they come from, we don't know.
I actually thought Muscular was Bakugo's dad because they had a similar hair color.
Oh no.
They had similar hair, and I'm like, and I was like, hey, maybe that's the reason why they want to kidnap Bakugo, because blah blah blah, some about his dad, and I'm like, oh no, they just.
I like that
never
one
appeared
he
again.
was there and they didn't really do anything.
I just wish it was a fucking training camp arc, you know?
No, but then like the villains were at the Burger King across the street and they were like, "Hey, let's go kill some kids."
Literally, like.
I mean, also, what was that guy who can weld stuff? He was kind of MVP. Didn't he weld that tracker to the back of that Nomu?
What's his name? I should know it.
Weldo.
You should Awase, right?
Awase.
Listen, he was.
I knew it. You did it.
He kind of won.
I taught you.
Wait, should we talk about the OVAs too? Because wasn't there like
a talk about?
There was a
Only
zombie.
No, let's not talk about. Let's not talk about that.
I don't know that one.
That's like a freaking fanfic. That's not a can. That's not.
Okay, that's fair. But like,
and also, yeah, they did the best villain in that arc dirty.
Mustard?
Yep.
Mustard was cool.
That was the best fight. No,
He's like 13.
I can't.
He's a kid. I mean, and
yeah,
also
no, he's the
smart enough.
same age as all of the 1B and 1A kids.
He's also smart enough to use a gun. I mean, it's like, oh, we have
Yeah,
this
he
world
just
where you
straight
can
used
punch
a
down a wall.
revolver, but
Here, I just have a gun. It's a kid with a gun.
yeah, he just has a gun.
And
Kendo just smacks him. Kendo just freaking smacks him.
Yeah, Kendo just smack. No, Tetsu just freaking punches his mask off.
he punches him into the ground. He just goes.
Tetsu Kendo character development. I like Tetsu gets shot like 15 times.
I mean, he's made of metal, so like he can hold his breath for a while.
That is true. Spinner, just large sword.
He
just gets broken instantly. Poor guy.
He's just like, oh, I'm a fan of Stain, so I'm gonna.
He can't get to break because his big swords get demolished.
Yeah, he just kind of sucked.
I'm pretty sure they explored her backstory in the manga.
Which one was that?
The magnet one.
Magni?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, her.
Yeah.
She had big
no.
lips.
I think she had a backstory that they just didn't explore, and then she just died next season. So,
well, yep. That's all she wrote.
Then to Baby, like Dobby was.
I like Dobby. He's edgy.
Twice. I mean, like
Twice is just Deadpool. I love Twice.
I mean, also, wait. What about that guy? Before we talk about the last villain, because I actually kind of liked him. What about the Class 1B hero can control his blood?
Who?
Oh,
the guy,
Vlad?
Yeah, Vlad.
That's cool, I guess.
I mean, I thought his blood. I thought his blood.
Like, you think about it, I don't think it's a very good core.
No, that was the weakest arc in the show by far.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Also, last villain, Moonfish, I think, something like that.
I don't like Moonfish.
I only like I only like that fight
the
because
British teeth.
It only gives my boy Tokuyami some screen time.
Also, Tokuyami going crazy was really cool. I like Shoji in that arc. It gave him some character.
Shoji got just the limb gone.
Yeah. What is it? I love how Todoroki, if he was just a little faster, he could have saved Bakugo then and there.
Yep.
Yeah, but at least he saved Tokoyami, so.
Well, that was Shoji.
And didn't Aoyama also saved somebody, right? He shot a laser
Yeah,
at.
I'm the same Tokiyami.
What was his name? Mr. Compress.
Mr. Compress, he's really cool, but he doesn't get. He has the one League of Villains member that gets no character development.
I mean, his
Literally.
quirk is
Even
cool.
Spinner did.
I don't know. Yeah, even Spinner. Even Spinner. Next arc.
Wait. One last thing about season 3. The Wild Pussycats were funny.
I don't like them.
I like Mandalay. I like Coda. I like Coda's whole thing.
I like the big one, the man.
His parents are fine.
You're fucked up.
I mean,
They were water types, bro.
They were water. I fucking Muscular just kills them for shits and giggles.
Yeah, that's
There's
why.
no fucking reason. It's so stupid.
He just there
No,
was like
what is it?
there was an AMV that
The
I saw
Hideout.
with there was an AMV that I saw of Muscular, which is like it was a song which was like I kill cause I'm hungry, and it fits him really well
Cringe.
because he has no like he has no like motive. It's just I want to kill because I'm fucking crazy.
That's awesome. Okay, next arc.
Hideout, the Hideout raid.
The Camino arc. Ida gets some characterization.
That's where the show really kicks off.
This is where this is one of the best arcs.
Kirishima and Ida both get some time to shine, which both are.
Ida gets to say there's a lady with big boobs, so that's funny.
Excuse me.
In the sub, he says like there's a lady with a large rack over there when he puts on his disguise for the first time.
That's funny. That's really funny.
Yeah.
And I mean, he just says it. He says it all seriously and stiffly.
And then Kirishima holds up a thumbs up and says, "Close enough."
No, what is it? That was a crazy fight. I like All For One. I like him as a villain. But where was he for the entire show?
I'm gonna be real.
Foreshadowing.
That fight, besides like the ending, fucking boring. I'm gonna be real.
Really? I thought United States of Smash was one of the most hyped events ever.
That is the cool part, but everything else is just okay.
The United States of Smash thing was so cool because he fucking slams him into the ground. He doesn't just punch him; he also uses the ground, and it makes a hurricane.
He literally turns his face into freaking pizza dough.
Now, I just want to point out. I don't know, like so many people have said this at this point. My man, All For One, has God knows how many quirks. And what does he choose to do with it?
Big arm.
Big meaty arm.
I mean, at least he uses forcible. I mean, he uses like that teleportation quirk to have All Might punch Gran Torino in the face, and then he also uses forcible quirk activation on Magni to shoot somebody or something like that. And
yeah,
I mean,
they shot Compress.
I mean, I feel like.
Wait, no, Magni did that herself. He used the quirk activation to drag them all into the portal.
Bro, we completely forgot about Toga's fight in the campfire.
What's there to say about it? She's horny. Who cares?
She just wants Deku's dick.
Whoa.
I mean.
I don't care about your fanfictions.
I mean.
No, I like the aftermath. The dorms were cool. Awesome! Oh my god!
The dorms were really good. I like the dorms a lot.
Yeah, I think that was a nice arc. It's a little slice of life, which is what I like about MHA.
Nice arc, you mean nice episode.
Okay,
don't they introduce Mirio there? Don't they introduce Mirio?
No, that's at the end of season 3.
Yeah, and then underrated ass arc. Make My Story, by the way, fucking slaps. Underrated opening too.
Yeah, for visual
I forget this one. I forget a lot of seasons.
For visual licensing, it's a really good arc.
Yeah. Momo gets some screen time, and I mean she does do a good job for a screenshot. She does do a good job for when she's on screen, but at the same time, who gives a shit?
Honestly,
she's only there for eye candy.
Deku fucking what is it? Shoot style's so fucking cool.
I like meatballs. Meatball man.
Meatball man.
Oh yeah.
I like the wind guy as well.
There was also was that the guy that looks like Deku and Froppy combined?
Who?
No.
There's a guy that looked like the fusion of Deku and Froppy.
You mean Shindo? Like the Earthquake Man?
Yes, him.
I liked him. I liked how two-faced he was. It was very interesting to me.
Also, there's that guy who
can freaking suck herself into her body.
Literally.
Oh yeah, her. She just turns into Among Us.
How's she gonna be a pro? Honestly, what is that quirk? I want bro.
And that's one of the worst quirks.
She can become Among Us. She's probably good at parties.
I mean, she could be like a sidekick of a sidekick of a sidekick, maybe.
That was pretty cool in this arc. I'm gonna be real. That was pretty cool.
What was that do with the wind?
I liked Kami, or should I say Toga, in this arc.
Toga, yeah, it's just Toga.
Yeah.
Listen,
That's a pretty bonkers reveal.
I know, she was fucking trolling. She was just trolling the entire time.
And then
It's
they're
a
like,
really good way to introduce Toga's quirk.
Yes, I
yeah,
agree.
and then they're like, oh, naked or something. There's like, oh, Deku got hugged by a naked girl, and everyone, Kaminari and Mineta just went ape.
Kaminari and Mineta were just horny, dude.
How did you go?
I mean, isn't there like an air quotes uncensored version where her like white bodysuit
Yes.
thing?
The Blu-ray version.
Wasn't there like a side
Blu-ray,
episode?
dude.
Wasn't there like a filler arc where it's like a mystery of love or something?
Bro,
That was the movie tie-in.
Well, whatever it is, it's unimportant. It was All Might had a cool outfit.
It's all it is to set up the movie.
I like Gang Orca. I liked how
Gang Orca's cool.
Yes, he got his time to shine.
Yuarashi, I think is his name. I love how him and Todoroki were just fucking being stupid, and Deku shows up like, what
Yeah, freaking chops.
And somehow,
Comes down and lands the roundhouse kick. Boom.
so cool. Deku is so cool with his fucking shoot style. And then you get an episode. All my talking awful. Who fucking cares? I'm gonna be real.
Yeah, that was kind of sad.
And then
Bakugo versus Deku again.
Bakugo versus
Too much
Deku.
talking.
it's been so I rewatched it recently, and before I rewatched it, I was like, man, this is such a cool fight, bro. I love that. And I thought they played the actual OST meant for it, like Katsuki and Izuku or whatever, like that. No, they didn't. They played the one in the Camino battle for God knows what reason. And I remember it having a lot more. Oh god damn it! Crimson watched. Okay. Crimson's DMing me. I think he's
Yeah,
done.
whatever. Keep going.
Tell him to wait.
No. Okay. No, but it was really cool. I thought it was really cool before I rewatched it, and I rewatched it. And I was like,
Yeah,
man, this is bland as fuck.
It could have
This
been
is
done
so
cool.
bland.
I saw a meme. Where was All Might before this? Like, I saw a meme about it where it's like, where All Might's just sitting on the sidelines, and then Bakugo says something insulting about All Might, and then All Might gets sad, and then he's eating popcorn as they fight.
Yeah.
I mean, All Might's like, stop it. You know, it's just, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, season 3 was okay. Oh yeah, Mirio's little episode. Oh,
Yes,
it was a
Rio,
decent
I love him. Too bad they butchered his
decent
character.
introduction to them. I like the big three.
When he was
I like probably Tamaki the best.
I mean, he has a good strategy to run at someone naked.
Yeah, good for him, man.
I mean, like, his quirk was awesome. That is, like, one of the coolest quirks, and I like how it makes sense.
Well, no, his work is kind of dog water. It's the way he uses it is awesome.
It's both.
Yeah, he is only like powerful because he mastered his quirk.
And now we go into season
The
4.
best season.
Polaris, my favorite intro right now.
Polaris is really good.
Listen, Overhaul was somehow a better villain than Shigaraki.
Overhaul's my second favorite character.
Overhaul was awesome. His quirk was really good too. And Eri, yeah, protect
Eri
Eri.
was there. I like her. She's kind of underplayed.
Sir Night Eye, I wish he got like some
He
foreshadowing.
is dead, and his death was insanely well done.
That's fair.
Yeah. No, I like Eri. I like my favorite fight in the Shia Hisaikai arc, I must say, is the Mirio versus Overhaul. I don't like people say,
Awesome.
oh, the fight with Deku versus Overhaul. It's cool.
Deku versus,
Yeah, I see it. I see.
Deku versus Overhaul was cool and all.
I love
but,
that
like,
fight. I love it.
But
Not much to it to me, at least. Or the Sun Eater and Sun Eater fight was really cool
oh
too.
yeah, Sun Eater, and then he eats the crystals and grows the crystals. That was clever.
It is awesome. But fucking Mirio, he's one of my favorite. I think he's third favorite for me. Third favorite. I fucking love him. Even without his quirk, he was kicking ass, dude.
And
Honestly.
they showed like 5 frames of it.
That's so cool.
Still, it's more than Deku.
Kirishima's arc was awesome. It's always nice to see Kirishima. You know,
was
get some
that
time.
was that Red Ride Unbreakable?
Yeah.
Oh, that was my favorite fight in season 4.
You gotta love Kirishima.
I mean, and it actually makes makes sense in like anime world too, because he's like, I can only keep this up for 40 to 30 seconds, and then he finishes the fight in about 30 seconds. It's not like, oh, I can keep this up for 10 seconds, and then 5 minutes later he's done.
I love his backstory. His backstory is so nice. I love it.
And then that poor knife guy, like those triggers, those drugs or whatever, those are some powerful shit. Like they can turn this dude who can summon a switchblade.
What is it? I love the scene in the lunchroom of like Ida's like, we're friends, right? You can tell me anything if we're friends because we're friends. I love that. I love little scenes like that. We don't get enough of those, in my opinion, in the show. Like little
that is kind of cute. Wholesome scenes.
Nice scenes about 1A just being students,
people,
friends. Like and Overhaul was a solid arc. I like Overhaul, stuff like that.
Listen, another fight that I love: Fat Gum and Kirishima versus Rappa and the Shield Dude.
Yeah, that the freaking OST.
Backstory.
That was one of the best parts. The OST made the thing, and then for a Fat Gum to just be absolutely ripped under all that fat, and then
he just like one punches him.
Yeah, it's so cool.
One punch, see third,
and then next is Remedial arc. I love Remedial arc.
Which is that?
Remedial arc was fine. It's okay.
It's just there's more Bakugo.
It's just kind of there.
Was this the makeup exam?
Yes.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I thought that. I mean, it gave Kami some actual screen time. She's like, "Yo, what up? I'm totes awesome," like
so fucking goofy.
I mean, and then a little girl squeezed her ass, and then she gave a kid a booby hug. I mean, like probably all those horny fans were like, "Oh my god, I wish that was me," and I'm like, "Bruh."
Yes. Yeah.
No, and then the school festival. That's cool. The gentle fight.
Yes, I love this whole gentle. I love gentle.
Oh, gentle.
I was thinking about it earlier. That's one of the coolest fucking fights, man. I mean, my god.
It also
Deku using his Air Force gloves.
Yeah, the Air Force gloves were awesome. Imagine if he could redirect those flicks. Like he could like ricochet them, or instead of just making them like a bullet.
Well, he did.
He did do that.
Yeah, that's
Gentle is my favorite villain. Out of the entire show, he's my favorite.
They should have named him Smooth Criminal.
He's just he you can empathize with him. He's not a bad guy. He just wants to get his name out there, and I really like that.
And he just made a mistake is all, and now everyone hates him.
And Hero 2, that hit hard.
Yes.
Yeah. Also, Deku lifting up that steel beam. I mean, like, shouldn't he be stronger than that? Why was he struggling to do that?
You know how heavy those things are, Matt?
Yes, but a little off topic. Mikasa from Attack on Titan was able to lift like 40 of those.
No, those weren't the same thing.
Still.
Those were like railroad track beams, not like buildings.
I mean, I'm pretty sure like those 5 of them she was carrying over her shoulder are equal to the weight of one building.
So what is it? Next is Endeavor versus Nomu.
Oh,
that was a good fight. I like Endeavor.
That's my favorite fight.
It's a cool fight. It's a cool fight. I like how it introduces Hawks. I used to like Hawks as a character, but knowing what he does later, I'm not gonna spoil anything. But
I don't even remember. Someone
Hawks,
told me.
Mr. Beast. Dude, I love Mr. Beast.
Yeah, Mr. Beast.
Also, I just
so humble. I
mean, Endeavor gets some sort of redemption, but he's still shitty. He still beats.
I like
his
High
kids.
End. High End is the coolest Nobu besides.
Was that his name? High End.
That's his name. High End. That's the name of the Nobu that fights Endeavor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah,
it's a good fight. I like Endeavor fighting.
Endeavor was a beast in that fight. I just love all of his attacks, and then his like plus ultra. Oh go plus ultra prominence burn.
Yeah,
was
it was
sick.
okay. Not my favorite though.
That is my favorite fight, I think, in the series. I need to remember season 5.
We got season 5. We got season 5.
Oh, the arc Leo cannot stop talking about.
All right, joint training.
Joint training.
I'll have a big soft spot for joint training. It's no longer
Fight
my
2
favorite.
absolutely sucked.
I mean, Fight 2 was a complete joke.
Yeah, because Momo used cheat moves.
Fight 3 is the best one.
I agree.
Fight 3?
What is it? Fight 1 was really cool. It showed off Shinso, and there was a lot of really good parts of animation in Fight 1 that I appreciate. Hiroshima got sidelined, which is L.
Yeah, L.
I mean, I just feel like the matchup was weird. I think what they were trying to go for is like weird characters who we don't see interact. Like, I mean, because the 4 wasn't it 4 Class 1A students plus Shinzo? Like those 4, I forget.
No, it was 5 plus Shinzo.
There was one really wacky thing about like the art style in season 5, like the black lines.
Wait, no, 4. Yeah, it was 4 plus Shinzo.
No, but like the black outlines of all the characters, like, you know what I mean, like the line work. Yeah. It was very light this season, and I find that a little weird. Just something weird I noticed.
I mean, the first fight just had a weird combination of characters. But I do.
I had a good time watching it.
Yeah.
Let's just not talk about Fight 2. Let's just...
Wait, no. There was a scene.
You said Among Us.
That's the only good part.
Yeah, that's the only good part.
There was
a 1v1.
I mean, there was also a scene, I think, early in the season where Deku was talking to one of the previous users of One for All, and I think that was probably one of, if not my favorite scenes in the entire show. As soon as that came on, I was invested. I was so invested. My jaw was dropping.
That
was awesome.
Fight 3 was literally top tier, honestly.
Peak. That was peak.
He just fucking, what is it? Reciprocal booster?
He upped it to 10. And that animation got so crazy.
He also ripped off his own thrusters.
Juzo, I love Juzo so much. I like his sub voice better. It's more friendly and
yeah. I also like his design because he looks like Eren Yeager's Titan.
Yeah. What is it? I like what is his name? The drill guy. What was the drill guy's name?
I forget his name. He can rotate and rotate any.
Hybra. I liked him. I liked how brutal he was.
His fight was really brutal. Was brutal.
Yeah, I feel like the only bad part about it was the ending.
The ending wasn't even bad. It makes sense logically. There were 3 incapacitated people on each side, so neither of them would have won.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they should have done a I feel like they could have done a rematch.
They don't do rematches.
Oni fucking shoving, what is it? Ojiro into the cage. That was fucking awesome, dude.
Just stabs him. Just straight up stabs him. I don't know if that's an illegal move, but apparently not.
Yeah. Also, I like that Juzo's like, I'd love to train with you guys some more time. He's such a good sport. Love him.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Bakugo fucking popped off.
Demolishes. Demolishes.
Fight 4 is awesome.
They were done. Bakugo is so cool. I mean,
I wish Setsuna got more screen time.
Yeah, but she's just writhing on the floor after that.
I like her. She's fun.
Yeah, and Bakugo, he did have some character development. Didn't he save Jiro at one point?
Yeah, he saved Jiro.
But Sato was there, and one of the side characters was there.
He saved Jiro, by kicking her.
Fight 5.
Fight 5 is story-driven, so obviously it's not going to be that as good.
I mean, it was.
Mono was there. So it's obviously
really good as a fight. It's just also a lot of talking.
Yeah, Deku goes ape shit. I mean, Deku just goes ape shit.
Ochako freaking was MVP of that fight. Don't at me, but
she saved Deku.
She saved Deku's ass. Then she fucking what is it? Took down Monoma, right? And then what is it? Then Kodai, and then the other 2 handled.
I feel like Deku got the hang of Black Whip a little bit too easy.
Way too early. Speaking of that,
also wait. I wish I wish Banjo's black whip had a red outline instead of a green one.
Oh, the green one is so much cooler.
No, I mean the green one works for Deku, but I wish Banjo's was red because that fits with his color scheme.
Oh wait, I forgot. Pit stop. Second movie.
Second movie.
Heroes
yeah, the second
Rising.
movie.
It's an improvement.
It's amazing. The final fight. The final
The
fight.
final fight was still just kind of white noise.
I love the final fight. It was
It's
emotional.
so hard to tell what's going on half the time. Though.
It makes me cry sometimes. It makes me tear up when I
Because
watch
like
it.
the animation gets really crazy, but like it's so abstract because like they're in completely different backgrounds. There's just big explosions. Like they're getting sent halfway across the island. It's
Toka,
I like it though. It's a nice.
Ryan was a really still a piss poor villain, but
I mean, the only problem I had about it was the ending. Like, if Bakugo has amnesia. I mean, that was
it's just basically non-canon.
It was basically a huge middle finger.
It's basically saying this is non-canon. It doesn't matter.
I like the vibe the movie had. I like the two little kids and Bakugo.
You like kids?
What? Shut up! Literally, shut up. Maharo and what is it?
In Dream.
Maharo and
Dream.
What's the other kid's name? What's the other kid's name?
I don't know. It's just Dream.
I don't remember. I mean.
Brother.
Okay. Listen, about the fight. About the movie. Pretty much all the fights were pretty cool. I liked. Again, they gave Tokoyami, my boy.
I don't like the licorice hair girl. She's not fun.
I mean,
Bakugo versus Mummy though. Bakugo versus Mummy was so cool.
That was cool.
And also, what was Chimera, the Chimera guy?
That was a cool fight. I like Tokoyami literally freezing his insides.
God, that would have. I think he's dead. I'm pretty sure he's dead
no,
from that.
It won't kill you if you freeze him.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure if you get frozen from the inside out, that'll stop your heart.
Dead as hell.
It depends on how long it was stopped for.
No, but I'd say Heroes Rising was really good.
I remember 8 to a 7.
Also, Higher Ground. Higher Ground is a good song too.
It is.
Oh, number one slapped hard. It's just the visuals were kind of stinky poop.
Christmas.
Yeah,
Eri gets a big fucking sword.
I love that. Eri's so cute.
Yeah, she's adorable.
Easter eggs. She brings Easter eggs.
Aww.
And she says Happy Halloween.
No,
and then there's Endeavor.
The realm of boring.
Can we just let's speed through it, just like how the show speed through that.
Yeah, let's speed through the last 2 arcs. Endeavor, nothing. Literally nothing. It's so boring.
Yeah,
I mean, it felt rushed. I feel like they could have extended the season.
Now, My Hero Academia, that's actually something that's notable.
That is my favorite arc.
I love Redestro.
Redestro, he's just doofenshmirtz.
It's but oh my god, they cut out 2 of the most important scenes in the entire arc.
I kind of liked the when they visited Endeavor's house, like with Fuyumi.
I mean
that was good character development, but at the same time that arc was boring.
Listen.
I love how Deku and Baku are just in the middle of it and trying to fucking eat their dinner. It's so funny.
Bakugo is getting angry.
Yeah.
And then the cab driver, Endeavor's cab driver, yells at Bakugo, and Bakugo shuts up.
Whoa. And then the President Mike and Aizawa was.
Holy crap! That's one of the best episodes.
God, that was another jaw-dropping moment for me. I was so invested. Jesus Christ, that just.
Kurogiri is unknown, and on top of that, he is Shirakumo.
I mean, I feel like they should have. What was his hero name?
I don't know.
His hero name before he became Kurogiri?
I don't think we had his hero name. We just knew he was Shirakumo.
I think Ion told me whatever it was, but I forget. But I feel like his hero name should have been Cloud9.
Yeah, I don't fucking know. But like,
no, My Hero Academia, good character development all around. I'm not going to talk about that specific episode.
Twice is very nice. Twice got some nice development. So did Toga. And then everyone else just kind of got shafted.
Wait, which specific moment?
What? What do you mean? Like Toga got her.
I'm so curious. I'm so sad she was the one that died out of the 3.
Curious?
Yeah, they should have just killed the guy who speaks. I don't like him.
Yeah, no one likes him, honestly.
I mean,
Curious and Skeptic were the 2 I wanted them to keep.
Which were those again? I forget them.
Skeptic is the guy with the long black hair.
Which one was Curious? The girl?
Blue girl who can create minds out of anything she touches.
I can't remember them. I'll look them up later. But
I got fucking traumatized for a hot minute from Shigaraki's backstory.
No, we're not talking about that.
Oh my god, that was just heart wrecking to watch. The poor guy.
Dun. Another one bites the dust.
It's horrible. You're fucking horrible. I love Spinner.
I love
Spinner got some fucking development. Not even what was it?
Not even Mr. Compress.
That's an L. That's an L.
Also, remember when Mr. Compress ripped off Overhaul's arms or something, so he can never see his boss?
That was rough.
There's a comic that I saw about it where Overhaul sees Deku and Deku's and then he's like, "Please, you're a hero, help me!" And then Deku says, "Fuck him up, guys," and Shigaraki gives a thumbs up.
Oh, okay.
Also, this is where My Villain Academia is where Shigaraki is really hot. And listen, don't get me wrong, his dub voice is good, but his sub voice, oh my god, it melts me. His sub voice is so hot in My Villain Academia. Like, holy shit.
Okay. No, but no. The last episode was nice. The little Kirishima and Mina and Deku.
Yeah,
and
Kirishima and Mina.
I mean, I should put it. But yeah,
I
and then we got World Heroes Mission.
World Heroes Mission.
Oh, this is peak. This is the peak show.
Peak.
Okay,
This is
everything,
peak MHA, yeah.
everything about it was incredibly well done.
Out of all of the movies, it actually felt like a movie.
I watched it in theaters opening day.
Yep, I watched it in theaters opening day.
Listen, there's this.
We
What?
played flowers in the fucking the montage of them on a road trip. That was
They
awesome.
played You Say Run.
You Say Run. That was the best use. That's the best use of You Say Run.
They played. As soon as that happened, my jaw fell.
No, listen. As soon as Deku said United, my jaw fell off.
Yeah, that was so cool.
United. Just.
Oh,
Yeah, and it
Lex
actually has
is the
stakes this
best
time.
villain out of any of the movies.
Okay,
I mean,
I'll
he
take
had
that.
that's stakes.
I think my favorite fight from that movie might be Bakugo versus the Serpenters.
I mean, that's
Dude,
a good fight.
I love the Serpenters. They're so cool.
Yes, but like it's very close. I liked both fights.
I mean, I like all three
no.
fights. Also,
Empathy. The end credits, bro. The end credits.
also Rhodey. Rhodey was. I
Love
guess
Rhodey
that's
is
a-
the best movie original character.
I guess
On
that the
God.
bird. I guess that the bird was going to be his quirk from as soon as I saw him.
I didn't know what his quirk was, honestly.
Yeah, I didn't know either. I thought it was like fucking Soul or some shit.
I mean,
I thought it was a heal. I thought he could heal people.
Yeah, something like-
I like the bird. Also, there's this one scene that I really like. It's when Rhodey's giving the case to the Humorize agents, and then that one dude turns into like a demon
Yeah, his
version.
voice changes as his form changes.
Okay, that in the sub, it's not as good, but just the way the dub did it was so well done.
Maybe
That
you
is
should have watched the
literally
dub.
that.
Honestly.
I did watch the dub. I did watch the dub.
Oh, good.
Season 5 walked so World Heroes Mission could run. Also,
And they still are gonna play it off as not canon.
I mean, they should have killed it off this canon.
It took place in the park. Okay. Also, at the beginning, the montage where they fucking where they played like the little clips from the movie like to introduce all the characters. That
Yes, that was so cool.
Yeah, the entire movie was amazing. The entire movie was that's a 10 out of 10. That's peak MHA. And Deku was smart. Deku was smart there.
Just Deku.
For 2 tickets.
I paid for both of our tickets. Okay.
I remember when I was watching it in theaters. There was a scene where Deku's running behind the train, and literally there was just half the crowd was just like giggling on and off. And I'm like,
no, every time Bakugo spoke, the crowd laughed.
Yeah, it was so nice. It was so nice. I love the atmosphere.
yeah, I'm glad nobody spoiled. I'm glad nobody was a dick in the
Well,
theater.
Now that MHA's come to a close, we
Okay,
can
let's
talk
talk
about
about
a peak show then.
All right, no.
Jujutsu Kaisen is on the list.
No, we get to talk about peak, not second best.
Bro, Demon Slayer.
Oh boy, where do I even start? Let's see, season 1. Let's start.
Solid start.
Holy crap! What a cold open. Tanjiro's family's dead. Okay.
Tanjiro just. I mean, okay. All right, let's first talk about the dub versus the sub because
No, let's not do that.
let's go down this rabbit hole.
No, it's not. And we're gonna spend an hour down this rabbit hole.
Yeah, come on, man. I gotta talk to Crimson about Entertainment District.
Tanjiro's
Yeah, no,
dub voice
what
is
is
not
it?
good.
Tanjiro's family's dead. Nezuko's a demon. I love Gyu. Gyu's great.
You
Gyu's
is so
awesome.
cool. He's really angry and like in episode 1 though. Like I think that's a little out of character because he's just sad for the rest of the show.
No, that's just him being angry.
Yeah, I guess. I liked him training with Urokuraki and him slicing
I
the
like
building.
Urokodaki, but where is he now?
He's in a retirement home, honestly.
I mean,
well,
I don't remember much
Tanjiro?
of season 1, to be honest.
Tanjiro's just a likable protagonist. He's just better than Deku.
Yes,
He
he's
is.
so likable.
And I mean, his motive isn't like, I want to be the best in the world. It's, I want to save my sister.
Even though I don't think there's anything wrong with Deku's motive, I think.
I mean, that's just sort of like a stereotypical shonen moment. Like Luffy, I want to be king of the pirates. Goku, I want to be the strongest in the world.
It's just a more
Asta, I want to be the wizard king.
just a more relatable, empathizable motive. Like family.
Yeah, it's so relatable.
Family. Now laugh.
Nothing stronger than family. What is it?
Final selection. I love the hand demon.
Yeah, and then the water surface slash. That was so cool.
What was the one with the drums? What was the one with the drums?
Yo, guy, we'll get to him.
Kyogai, yeah, that's in a second. The swamp demons were downtime. They were downtime.
Yeah, I don't care about those
and
guys.
the Susumoto Yahaba, they were also downtime. But I like that it's a red herring because you think, these are 12 Tiki members. Nope, not even close.
Literally.
Jeez. Yeah, I mean the show was actually pretty cool. The animation is also stellar.
Kyogai, House Arc, Zenitsu, Inosuke, great side character.
I like the drum. Listen, Inosuke's dub.
A cool character.
Inosuke's dub is amazing.
I think it's probably the weakest dub in my opinion, but like it's so good to me.
I mean, he sounds just like he does in the sub. He's also voiced by the same dude who voices Eren Yeager in the dub.
Zenitsu is he's just fucking funny. I love Zenitsu.
He's a whiny bitch, and that's the best part about him.
Tanjiro's fight with Kyogai, and also I love Kyogai. Also, technically a semi-red herring because, like, yeah, he's upper 6. Well, not upper. Lower 6 used to be.
Damn.
So he's kind of like a marker of this is getting closer, but he's still not a 12 Kizuki.
And then you get to a 12 Kizuki in the form of the
And then Mountain Arc starts.
Oh yeah, the spiders. I remember. I like the
and
spiders.
we get to see the full strength of one of the 12 Kizuki.
Listen, the spiders were awesome. I love the spiders.
Lower Moon number 5, the most red herring thing ever, because everyone thought it's the dad. Nope, he has nothing in his eyes.
Yep. And then the Rui fight, second favorite fight in the entire show.
Doesn't Gyu showed up?
Yeah, Gyu shows up and uses a form he made up himself.
Gyu form.
No, it's 11th form.
I don't remember. I need to rewatch season 1.
11th form, Dead Calm, that instantly nullifies any enemy attack.
Dead Calm?
Zenitsu fucking thunder.
Zenitsu killing the spider brother. Shinobu! Shinobu!
Shinobu's the weakest Hashira. She can't even
kill the weakest Hashira, yup. She kills the sister.
She can't even...
Wait. She's so fucking mean. She's so mean to Gyu. This is why no one likes you, Gyu.
She was about to stab you in the face with a freaking knife she hid in her shoe.
I mean, yeah.
And then it's the fucking... No, but I do love the song. Wait, no, but real quick. The song they played during the Rui fight and fucking Nezuko. Blood Demon Art. And then fucking... it's such a good fight. Such a good fight. And then you get to be introduced to all the Hashira. I love
Hashira and the two best ones.
I love literally all of them. I love all of them, but Rengoku is still my favorite.
No, but you even like the one that tortured Nezuko?
Sanemi. I love Sanemi.
Nezuko is fucking awesome.
I mean, I like the rock one. I think the rock one is the coolest one.
Imajima.
That's the one I care about the least.
I mean,
you will care.
I mean, I know that what the green and pink one, like everybody, everybody loves her because her chest is open.
Bro,
she needs to close up.
Yeah, I mean, it's like there's a meme where Rengoku closes her shirt and is like, "Keep that closed, please," because Rengoku's a gentleman.
The rehab arc is nice. I like Shinobu's The Butterfly Mansion. Kaneo is great. I love Kaneo.
Yeah, Kaneo got her
And
best.
Aoi. Aoi and Kaneo are great supporting
Is
characters.
she brain dead? Like is Kaneo genuinely like brain dead or some shit?
She has PTSD.
Yeah, that's an L. Poor girl. And then you get to Mugen Train.
Mugen Train. First of all, episode 1 of the arc.
Let's talk
Literally,
about
since the arc has an original episode.
Delicious.
Which we get to see Rengoku. The music during that episode specifically is actually god tier.
I mean, Rengoku. It shows off how powerful Rengoku is.
And that entire movie / arc is also god tier.
And there's a dude with a hand on his, the mouth on his hand.
MU
is my second favorite villain in the entire show. And by extension, my second favorite character in the entire show.
No, it's like, no. Episode 1 made me care so much about Rengoku in such like 20 minutes. God damn. Like,
yeah, I like the slasher demon. He was a good little mini threat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, did well. Really good job.
The boxed lunches.
Oh,
tasty. Delicious.
Also, the dream segment. Oh my god,
oh, that hurts. That hurts.
Yeah, hard. Tanjiro fucking getting angry and said, like what was it? Like him talking about like MU talking through his family's mouth and how it's disgracing their legacy. That was.
Then he kills himself. Just keeps killing himself to wake him up.
MU's monologues. I love when freaking Tanjiro gets up and MU's first words are, "Oh, good morning."
Good morning, dude.
The meeting in Infinity Castle amongst like the lower
ranks. Muzan really shows off how intimidating.
The atmosphere is fucking phenomenal.
And they all die
except
Enmu because Enmu freaking praises Muzan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's like a god.
Also, I think one of all already said this, but Tanjiro almost fucking killing himself and Inosuke stopping him. Holy shit.
Inosuke's just like, what are you doing?
What are you doing, Tanjiro?
What are you doing, Step Tanjiro?
No, freaking Akaza shows up out of literally nowhere and makes his presence known.
You can't fucking take Akaza seriously.
Become a demon.
My man! This is what Akaza does. He shows up after fucking picking flowers, embarrasses himself in front of a Hashira and 2 fucking Demon Slayers, scuttles away like a little bitch boy, and then gets yelled at by Muzan. I can't take him seriously. He's so goofy.
He killed him.
I did not fucking see that coming a mile away.
I mean, it shows that as stakes. I mean, like in MHA, no one really dies.
Yeah, it also shows that the villains can survive.
That hit hard, man. I wasn't fucking expecting that.
I was pissed when I watched it. I'm like, is he really dead? Is Rengoku
God,
really
okay, a little
dead?
bit of unintentional comedy. Tanjiro saying, "Can't you do a breathing technique?" when he has a hole in his torso.
Well, he's panicking.
No, it's unintentional comedy, but the fact that he can do a breathing technique.
No. Tanjiro yelling at Akaza is one of my favorite scenes. Go back here, coward! I'm
also, the freaking that theme, Akaza's theme is so bonkers.
Oh, I have it on my soundboard.
Also, like, I think Inosuke's dream is my favorite. Sorry to jump back to this, but I just love the train monster. And we get to see Bunny Nezuko. That's adorable.
Yeah. God, all of it was so fucking Zenitsu rushing in to save Nezuko was so fucking
funny. It was like, I will protect.
I will protect. And then the best arc so far, Entertainment District.
Oh, good God. Episode 1 is the perfect Mugen Train wrap-up.
I mean, it's so good. I mean,
you get to see Rengoku's father punch Tanjiro.
And then Rengoku's siblings, how they all have just the same
Rengoku's father's another victim of the headbutt.
And they give, and Shinjiro gives Tanjiro Rengoku's hilt. I cannot wait to see that.
Oh, yeah, so he has Rengoku's hilt now.
Uh-huh. Oh, that's so cool. Also, Tengen's fucking, what is it? Introduction is so funny.
Tengen slaps Aoi.
Yeah, he smacks one of the kids on the ass, and then the FBI shows up and beats the shit out of him.
Oh, fucking funny.
The god of festivals.
The god of festivals.
Yeah, and honestly, Tengen's swords are sick. That's my favorite part about him, honestly.
Episode
swords.
2 is the perfect. That is like the perfect atmosphere. The
I
use of
know.
CG to show all shots is literally god tier.
Mm-hmm.
The
It
animation
was
is
perfect. Everything about it was perfect.
Honestly.
Episode 3 and 4. Good God, Daki's a good villain.
Yes. The way, like,
She's very intimidating.
the way she was set up, it was fucking stellar. Her pulling on the damn kid's ear and Zenitsu standing up for her. That was awesome. And like the way that the episode ended with a cliffhanger. Oh, that
Yeah,
was great.
episode 4. I love the fight in episode 4. It's so short, but it's like a payoff. It's like finally they're fighting. Yes.
Yeah, I forget which episode is which because but
Episode 5. Thunder breathing.
First,
like
four.
honestly, also listen, the muscle mics were hilarious.
I love episode 5 because he is breathing. 4-1. Roar!
And then Inosuke dislocating his arms and slithering through
He
the ground.
dislocates everything, not just his arms.
Literally how. And episode 6, Tanjiro goes fucking wild.
Absolutely wild. His eyes start bleeding.
Tanjiro be wild.
Blood vessel because he was so fucking pissed.
I mean,
That's
he
why.
just became as strong as a
blood
Hashira.
vessels. Oh my god.
He became as strong as a Hashira just for a fraction of a second.
I like that he stops right before he kills Daki because he would have died if he actually killed Daki there.
That is true.
I mean,
because he wasn't breathing.
Oh,
yeah.
Jeez.
That's why it was what he was doing so dangerous because he wasn't actually breathing. He was basically holding in his breath so his wounds wouldn't bleed.
I mean, that's kind of impressive. And then like Daki and then Tengen coming in and just one-shotting Daki.
Oh yeah. Well, let's talk about episode 7, Nezuko. That wasn't a fight. That was a slaughter.
No,
Nezuko went ape shit.
Oh, she did. She fucking went wild. It was horrifying.
Oh my god, yeah, that was ridiculous. And she freaking sets her on fire, breaks her spine, stomps her head in.
No, the way she's fucking she for when Nezuko first
she's laughing.
No, she fucking just kicked Daki across like 3 fucking roofs. And you can
and then she kicks her through like 5 buildings.
So crazy. Nezuko goes fucking wild.
And that's the way Nezuko's regeneration works. How her blood is actually a solid object that holds her limbs together.
That was cool. When her head got cut off, I'm like, no.
And then freaking Tengen shows up, ching.
And then she's crying. She's like,
and that's when you know something's wrong because upper rank demons aren't killed that easily. And then
Gyotaro.
I was going in for the kill, but you managed to stop me, didn't you? Good for you.
How many fucking lines have you guys memorized?
I love him. Best villain. That is straight up. He is the coolest villain.
He's got a great design too.
One of my favorite quotes from Gyotaro, I don't know why, but like is I don't know if as disgraceful as you are, I don't dislike you. Like in episode 10. So like him taunting Tanjiro during that entire episode was awesome.
I mean, and then like
no, what is episode 7? That is the best monologue of any villain ever. Because it's just the way the music ramps up as he just gets progressively more angry.
Also, that one scene where Inosuke's charging straight towards
Daki in episode 9. That's a little head for it.
And he fucking just saws! He saws her head off!
No, what is it? I love episode 7. You know something's wrong because of the music. It's not necessarily because Daki's not dead. It's because you hear the music starting to slowly inch up, and you know when that happens, something's different.
Something's wrong. I can feel it.
And I like how Tengen notices that something's wrong when she starts screaming her brother.
Yeah, no. Music in Demon Slayer is something
and
like
that look of freaking pure panic on Tengen's face when he realizes he wasn't able to kill him in one shot.
Mm-hmm.
And then Tengen was badass, and then his wives. He's fucking.
Oh, and then you have the best line in the entire show.
Don't care.
Die, these words will ring through your skull. I'll show no mercy, because my name is Cat.
And then Tengen goes, "Don't care, didn't ask."
Don't care,
didn't ask.
Yeah,
funny.
Episode 8, I love Tengen just.
Natsuru, fucking coming in clutch, dude.
Yeah, that fight was so well animated. I love their cutting back and forth between the Daki sections and the Gyotaro sections.
Uh-huh.
Tengen's like just straight up, this guy is like a praying mantis.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
they use the kunais, the poison kunais.
Oh, fucking Inosuke running off with Doki's head.
Yeah, and then uh-oh.
And then he gets stabbed.
See, donut.
Oh,
And so-
no.
Oh
Everything
no,
goes
he's doing Rengoku.
We watched episode 10 so many times.
Episode 10. The best episode of anything ever.
Bullshit, but okay.
My musical score technique!
Will take us to victory! I can read it now! That filthy musical song!
Then doesn't Tengen lose a hand?
Yep, episode 9.
So no hand.
He took my attacks and he turned them into music. And all with only one hand.
I mean, he used his
This is
teeth.
ridiculous!
I mean,
I'm sick of your crap!
Tengen using his teeth as like.
Bro.
Yeah, he gripped it with his tooth. Like,
And then fucking Zenetsu. Thunder breathing. First
Godlike.
form.
Godlike
speed!
Godlike speed was amazing, and then Inosuke.
And also,
somehow
can we talk
kept
about
it
the best 25 seconds of animation ever?
Literally, dude. Oh my god.
It's just two insanely powerful people with the best swords play I think I've ever seen in any media ever. Just
Literally.
screaming at the top of their lungs while they're just flashing at like 1 slash every millisecond.
That is awesome. Listen,
All
that
the fireworks go on behind them. It's just the craziest thing ever.
and then episode 11.
Oh, that backstory, that hurts.
That just. I felt really, really bad.
No. They were both, like, Doki and Goto were just cussing each other out, and it was horrible.
Well,
And
Ume
then-
and Gyotaro.
Yeah, Ume.
Then
That
Tanjiro came
backstory.
in.
Bird's alive after stabbing a samurai in the eye with a hairpin.
This is hell, dude. Honestly. Also, I love how Nezuko was fucking bug-eyed the entire time. That was so funny.
Also, Doma. He's here. Ho ho ho.
Oh, I hate Doma. I hate
Doma.
Doma. Fuck Doma. Doma
And also,
should-
and then Uzue's trying to say his last words, but his wives won't shut up. Women, am I
Obama
right?
as well.
See?
Oh, Obama was there.
Obama.
Yeah. So, are you gonna be here next Tuesday? God, like he just shows up and said, "Oh, I mean, you defeat an upper rank demon."
No, and like I think the best scene, besides obviously the best 25 seconds of animation ever, best scene, walking into the fire.
Damn.
Instead of going to heaven, she chooses to stay with her brother, even if it means going to hell.
That's
Yeah.
sweet, though. That was really sweet.
I mean, Rengoku.
My biggest regret as a human was you, Uwe.
Welcome to my realm.
I mean, that scene the last episode almost made me cry.
It's rough. It's really
It was a
rough.
very nice wrap up.
And they
Also,
all get to hug it out at the end. Oh.
yeah. Also, they played Zankyou Sanka. I love how Obama is surprised and like, wait, don't tell me he's still alive.
And then
He's still alive.
and then we had the one scene where
He
they
survived all.
and don't forget the one scene where they're like where Uzui's like, I want to retire, but they're like, no, screw you. You have to keep fighting missing a hand.
No, we'll see you next Monday.
Doesn't even
Oh
get
my god.
doesn't get
And now it's all coming to Swordsmith Village. Sometimes. Hopefully.
Demon Slayer.
Either this fall or next fall.
I'm excited.
Whatever
We'll be
you
doing
wish
another.
for.
We'll be doing another episode, mini episode like this when the next season of MHA and Demon Slayer come out.
Yeah, because they should come out around the same time, hopefully.
Hell yeah!
Mm.
Listen, so thank you two for joining me, but
It's been like holy shit.
it's been an hour and 23 minutes. It looks like 30 minutes was wrong, but like, thank you all for joining us. This is Met Podductions, and big bye bye.